This week on Cultural Capital, we're taking a stroll along London's first dedicated public art trail. We find out that meteorites weren't the only thing dinosaurs had to worry about, and I'll review Brad Pitt's new speeding star vehicle, Bullet Train. Since it opened in May 2015, public art walking trail The Line has been leading the public between the Greenwich Peninsula and the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, adding new works every year by artists from Tracy Emin to Anish Kapoor. We struck out on a sunny day with The Line's founder and director, Megan Piper.
The Line is a public art project that runs from Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park to the O2. Its route follows the waterways and broadly follows the line of the Greenwich Meridian. And essentially it offers an urban landscape where everyone can explore art, nature and heritage for free. So there are these red and blue bands on the lampposts as you go around to help you find your way. The installation behind us is by Alex Chinek. It's called A Bullet from a Shooting Star. It's a life-size electricity pylon that is standing on its tip. Behind me is Richard Wilson's Slice of Reality. It's a 1/8 vertical cross-section of a sand dredger. It references the way the Greenwich Meridian slices through the edge of Greenwich Peninsula. This is the most recent addition to the Line's programme. It's a work called Tribe and Tribulation by the Ghanaian artist Sir Jatunkwe Clotty. This is Anthony Gormley's Quantum Cloud. Depending on where you're standing and whether you're moving, you can see a figure within the cloud of steel rods. In the Royal Docks, you can see work by Madge Gill, Laura Ford and Larry Achimpong. This flag is part of Larry Achimpong's series of Pan-African flags. Behind me is Laura Ford's Bird Boy, which is a figure of a child dressed in a bird costume. Every Saturday and Sunday from July to the end of September, our youth guides are stationed on the route between 12 and 4 o'clock.
Apart from the whole extinction event, do you sort of think of dinosaurs as just roaming around, happily munching leaves or each other, untroubled by anything much except quicksand? Our Thing of the Week tells a different story.
I'm here to introduce Cancer Revolution, a new exhibition at the Science Museum. And one of the key objects we display within the show is a dinosaur fossil. Now, for many of us, it's quite surprising that dinosaurs had cancer. And many of us think that cancer is a modern or perhaps a man-made disease, but it's very much not. It's just a disease of when cells go wrong and multiply when they shouldn't do. And a team in 2020 identified this fossil of a Centrosaurus apertus, a plant-eating dinosaur, a bit like a Triceratops. And they identified that it had a bone cancer, and it went through all the scans and electron microscopic treatments, and they were able to diagnose this osteosarcoma in the 76-million-year-old dinosaur, and that's one of the surprising objects you'll see within the exhibition.
There's really not much to tell you about this extremely silly, ultra-violent, enjoyable but definitely not good comedy set on the bullet train between Tokyo and Kyoto, which actually takes almost exactly the same amount of time as the film but is considerably more relaxing. Brad Pitt is a chatty assassin returning to work after a break with a new Zen outlook, which will be tested over the course of the movie by various people who, for diverse reasons, want to kill him. These include, but are not limited to, Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry as a pair of wet job operatives arguing about Thomas the Tank Engine, Bad Bunny as a howling crime boss with a grudge, and Joey King as a girl who you can really imagine putting razor blades in the school sports lockers for fun. Most of the performances are a hoot. Taylor-Johnson is a particular joy, and the fights are great, but you do quite quickly get the feeling that all these people are starring in slightly different movies. It's also easily half an hour too long, and there's a ridiculously lazy scene just before the end where someone explains at length everything that has gone before, which is, I think, unforgivable. But you know what? If you're in the mood for Japan-themed Guy Ritchie light, this train gets you exactly where you want to go. Thanks for watching Cultural Capital. For more great things to see and do in London, follow me and the Evening Standard on TikTok and ES Culture on Instagram. See you next week.